Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Now today we're back with another Path of Exile 2 video, and on this video I just wanted to have a little chat. I just wanted to talk to you guys and girls and give you my thoughts, basically my first impressions of the game. Now I've been playing the game, it's been out for the last couple days now. We had the launch, the huge launch. Obviously that was very impressive numbers. The player numbers are still very, very high. The hype is obviously, of course, still ridiculously high. Twitch numbers are looking really, really, really good. So yeah, there was of course problems, but that was to be, to be expected with 1 million plus players playing a game. I don't think any game like recently even in the last couple of years has been very, very smooth. It just kind of is what it is. So yeah, so apart from those like negative things, I'm going to talk about my impressions of the game so far. I'm currently in I'm halfway through Act 2 with my sorceress. I am now sitting at I ascended as well. I'm level 29, about to be level 30 soon enough. I chose Stormweaver for my ascendancy. Now, I'm not going to talk about the build that I've been using to level up with. I'm going to make a separate video about that, talking about the build that I've had the most fun with and the most success with during my leveling at the moment. It's obviously no means going to be an end game build because I'm not at the end game yet. But yeah, overall, I want to say that the game graphically, I think is very, very, very nice. The areas are great. The mobs, the variety and variety of the mobs is like amazing. The level of detail, considering it's a top down game. So you're not really gonna you don't play like this. You don't play zoomed in like I am now. But the level of detail on everything I think is fantastic. I think Grinding Gear Games has done an amazing job. Now I've said this before, I am not a veteran PoE1 player. I have played it, but I played it for, I don't even know, not that long. If I'm going to be completely honest with you, maybe 10 hours I played PoE1, but I played it very, very late after the game had been out for a long time. And I just felt completely overwhelmed. I'm going to be honest, I felt overwhelmed jumping into PoE1 that late on into the game. So I just put it down. But I have played ARPGs. I've played obviously Diablos. I've played Lost Epoch. So I have played ARPGs, but that's not I haven't played them for extensive amounts of time. I normally play MMORPGs. That's my main bread and butter, and then RPGs and CRPGs. That is what I mostly play. So this is a first impression really from somebody who is I might as well say I'm new to the genre in a way. But yeah, so like I was saying, graphic design I think is fantastic. Audio is another one. I think the audio is phenomenal in this game. The music, like the vibe, the atmosphere, and the sound effects. So if I do some skills as well, this is my next point, the animations of the skills. So you can see here, very, very small little details, but when I do my my ice shards, as you can see normally, they're of course just normal ice shards. But I place down my firewall, and as you can see here, just look at that. It actually changes as it goes through, and it's the same thing when I put my electricity through. So it's just little details like that. But all of the effects look fantastic in my opinion. You can see this. So yeah, it's just, top quality. Now, so far during the campaign, the game is not easy, guys. So I have seen a lot of PoE1 veterans on the internet, on Twitter, on Reddit. Then a lot of them are complaining. They're saying that it's obviously really, really hard. But I think that's because you've got to remember, most of you guys that have been playing PoE1 for 10 plus years or whatever long it's been now, you've got super used to the game. That game kind of, coming in, looking at PoE1 now from an outside perspective, you have no idea what the heck is going on in that game. There's just so much spells and effects just going off all over the screen. It just looks messy. Things are going so fast. People are like, you're just wiping things without even doing anything. It's like AFK mode. So I understand the people that obviously enjoy that. But Jonathan and GGG have said many times that Path of Exile 2 is not going to be like PoE 1. That is the reason why they've obviously decided to keep PoE 1 running, because they understand that they're trying to make this game here, which is more slower paced, it's more methodical. You're going to have to dodge roll, you know, to dodge some attacks, that get out of the way from boss attacks, from mob attacks. I'll show you here. Going to fight these guys. You're going to have to, you know, you can't just go AFK. Now, obviously later on, as we get further into the game and the game's been out for a lot longer, maybe there will be a way to make builds similar to that. But I personally don't want that. And I really hope, the reason why I'm enjoying this game so much is this game does remind me of Elden Ring. It does remind me of like Diablo 2. And I know that obviously GGG and Jonathan, they said that they were playing a lot of Elden Ring during the time of them, you know, making and working on this game here. And you can really see that. Now, Elon Musk, as you guys and girls may or may not know, he's a big D4 fan. And he's been playing PoE 2. And he made a tweet the other day. And it actually makes a lot of sense. He said that PoE 2 is basically if Elden Ring and Diablo 2 had a baby, which is kind of funny, but it's true because you have the grittiness of the Elden Ring style. It's hard like Elden Ring. It's not, you know, it's just so easy. You can't just, if I go and try and pull too many mobs, I will die if I'm not careful. It's like that. You can't just go AFK. And there's been many times that I've died, guys, where I have literally not paid attention for like a millisecond or two, and I didn't, you know, I was just careless, and you get punished for that. And I love that personally, I really do. I know, like I said, I know it's not for everybody, and I really do hope that GGG don't listen to the people that are saying this game is so hard. Please nerf it. Please make it a lot easier. Because, guys, the game, yes, it is hard, and yes, it is a challenge, but it is not that hard. You just have to play better. And I know people hate hearing this when you get told you just need to play better. You need to get better. It is as simple as that. You can't expect this game to work like PoE 1. Because it doesn't, and they don't want it to, and that is one of the biggest reasons why I really enjoy this game, and many other players like myself, and also people that are new to the ARPG genre. They resonate because they play games like Elden Ring, Black Myth Wukong, you know, Dark Souls games, and I think that is why this game is going to basically be one of the best ARPGs to come out in a very, very, very long time, because it can bridge the gap between MMORPG players. It can bridge the gap between, like I said, Dark Souls, Elden Ring style players. Yes, of course, it can also push away some of the PoE 1 veterans, and you know, it can also push away some casuals, because if I show you here the passive tree, like obviously I'm not going through my build like I said, but the passive tree is huge, it is large, but it actually isn't really that complicated at first glance. Yes, it does look complicated, so that might push some casual players away. But once you actually start to, you know, play the game and just read the skills and mess around, you know, change around your skills. You can craft different skills. You can see here, I've been trying a lot of different stuff here. And I've also got some more in my storage, but I've got different spells that I've been crafting. I've been making so many different, you know, builds and tests and trials, seeing what works, what combos and stuff like that. And I think that is one of the greatest things of the game. There's a lot of creativity and stuff that you can do with this game, like build wise and stuff. And also you can use any weapon of your choice. You just have to have the stats with it. Now, the only thing that I would say that I don't like, this is sort of like my nitpicking feedback, is like little things like this. For example, in the inventory menu, I don't know what rarity my gear is, right? The only way that I know it is if I have to hover over it first. Now, this is only a small little thing to me, but it'd be nice for me to, like, you know, be able to tell what gear I've got. Have like a little border, like a border around it. Maybe have like a yellow border around, or an orange border around, or, you know, a blue one, for example, or something like that. So like I said, it's nothing too problematic. It's just little small things here. And also with regards to the fact that you can, you know, you can run any weapon of your choice. I like it because I play a lot of MMORPGs, and I come from games where you can use, you know, any weapon of your choice. But in those games you don't have classes, so it kind of makes more sense. But obviously in this game, PoE 2, you do have classes. So I'm a sorceress. I've now, you know, I've ascended to be a Stormweaver. So of course I'm going to use a staff, magical staff, or a wand. Now, yes, okay, I can go ahead and pick up a bow or a quarterstaff, but it kind of breaks the whole purpose in my head of having a class. So, like, I don't know, I'm sort of torn from, I like it and I sort of dislike it. I kind of want it to be like, the game has classes, so it makes sense for me to, you know, stick true to my class. If I wanted to be a melee character, why am I going to play a sorceress? You know, if I wanted to be a ranger, why am I then going to pick up a magical staff? I don't know. It's just kind of maybe it's just personal to me. So it'd be interesting to hear your thoughts. So leave me a comment down below. Do you like prefer the whole class system, or do you enjoy the fact that you can be a class and literally play, like I said, a ranger, but pick up a magical staff? Or I can be a sorceress and I can pick up a crossbow, so stuff like that. So it's just little small nitpicking things for me. Other than that, yeah, I think the game story has been great so far. The voice acting has been nice. Like I said, the sounds, the music, the vibe of the game, it's very gritty and it's very dark. Which again, like I said, does give me Elden Ring vibes. The difficulty, like I said, the game is hard, but it's not so hard that you can't complete it. Like for example, like Lost Ark is an MMORPG. The boss fights and stuff in Lost Ark is at another level to this game. So to me, it's like there are games that are way harder than this. Some boss fights in obviously Elden Ring are very, you know, way harder than this game. So it just depends what games you're used to. It just depends on your play style. And of course, it's not going to be for everybody. The game is not going to be for everybody. It's never meant to be for everybody. And yeah, that's really all I have to say for now. It's just first impressions, like I said. But I can see this game, if they carry on the amount of content that you can do in this game as well, and I haven't even got to the end game yet. And of course, they're still missing acts 4, 5, and 6 from the game. So the story is just going to continue and get even better, more fun, more gritty, more dark, I hope. So yeah, I'm really, really excited for the game's future, and I'm really having a blast playing this game. So yeah, so far, amazing game. I just can't wait to see what happens, you know, in the future. One issue I could see happening is maybe it just depends on how GGG keep up with the content cadence. I know they're saying every couple of months, so yeah, we'll see. If you're playing the game right now, what are your thoughts on it? What is the things that you dislike the most? And yeah, that's going to be it. Like I said, stay tuned. I'm going to do a build guide, a leveling build guide that I've been playing with down the line. I just want to play through the story some more. And yeah, that's going to be it. Like, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch you in another video. See you soon. Peace.